Who was Aristotle? Aristotle was a Greek philosopher. He was one of the most important philosophers in history. He was known for his works in physics, metaphysics, poetry, theater, and so on. Aristotle was born in Stagira, Chalcis. His father was the personal physician to the king of Macedon. Aristotle was well educated, and by the age of 18, he went to Athens and became Plato's student in Plato's academy. Many of his works, such as physics, metaphysics, and politics, were all written in Athens. Aristotle was also invited by Philip II of Macedon to tutor Alexander the Great. He also taught two other kings, Ptolemy and Cassander. His works were also said to have contained the first formal study of logic. Aristotle also came up with the thought that the universe was made up of 5 different elements: earth, water, air, fire, and ether. Ether is described as what makes up the heavenly bodies. Motion, defined as the potentiality of such, was also made by Aristotle. This is described as the transition toward a potentially possible state. Aristotle wrote that ethics were practical rather than theoretical. This meant that it's best for one to aim to become good and do well rather than knowing it's good. Having moral virtue leads to happiness. Aristotle also brought up an interesting point when addressing free will. He believed that while leaders should also have some control, most of the things should belong under nature's control. He also had an interesting idea about God. He believed God is pure and perfect, therefore he never acts and simply sits there. His philosophy is also extended into the Renaissance, but they were replaced by Newtonian theories later on. Near the end of Alexander's reign, Alexander began threatening him because he suspected people were going to turn on him. Upon Alexander's death, Aristotle was forced to flee the city once Eurymedon denounced Aristotle for not holding the gods in honor. After, he died in Euba at around 322 BC. And so this was Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers in history.